Hi, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And I just want to go real quickly over MicroStrategy today. You know, this is the company that they buy a boatload of Bitcoin. It's almost like they're a Bitcoin play or trade. And this is the thing. This is just going to be a real quick one here. I like this stock. It just looks like it's ready to run higher, but not quite yet. What it comes down to in trading is entry. If you get the right entry, the trade starts working out really well. It works out well from the start. Now, that doesn't mean it's always a winner, so to speak, but it does mean that you've got a good risk-reward skew. And this is why I look at this stock and I say, yeah, I want to own this, but this is not the right time. And I'll tell you why. If you look at where the stock has been, you know, down here, this last low is now right at the 50-day moving average. And so you'd have to look at this and say, all right, if the stock pulls back, how far would it have to pull back before I say, oh crap, I'm wrong? Well, it would have to pull back clear down below the 50-day moving average. And even then, you could say, and this is what, what inexperienced traders, newer traders, or frankly losing traders do, they'll start lowering their stops. They'll lower their expectations. First, they'll say, oh, well, if the stock falls below yesterday's intraday low of, say, 691, then I'll sell. And then it does that, and then they start ratcheting down to the 50-day moving average. Oh, the 50 days at 636.59, so gosh, if it falls below that, then I'll sell. Oh, it fell below that. Well, guess what? The 200-day moving average is right below. And so I'll hold this until and unless it breaks down below the 200-day moving average. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to rally there. Okay, well, what happens if it doesn't? So you're buying here, and you're ultimately risking over 20% just by holding this thing, ratcheting down your stops from one level to another. And so in this case, for me, what I look at is a logical place to say, oh crap, I'm wrong, is if it falls below the 50-day moving average. So let's look at where that is here. Where the stock is right now, like 730, if it falls below the 50-day moving average, we'll say to here, that's over 13% if you're waiting to sell here. And then frankly, you say, well, 630, maybe 632, maybe I should just hold it and maybe it'd bounce at 630. So now you're down to 129 or say something like that. Now you're at 14% risk. Okay, fine. That is your risk on the trade. That's where your stop would be. Now, what about the reward? Well, you have to, look, the stock could go to infinity. There's your reward. But as a trader, you have to look at what your upside is. Where, based on the chart, where would I expect the stock to go if it is going to go until it hits supply, until selling pressure overwhelms? And in that case, you got to look at 800. You got to look at from August 9th when the stock rallied clear up to 798. That's it. And from that level, it pulled back over 20%. So this stock has a lot of volatility that it can create or generate, and it doesn't even really look like it in the chart itself. And so we're talking again, we'll say, 20%, we'll say about 15% to the downside and about not even 10%. Just about, we'll call it 10, 15% to the downside, 10% on the upside in kind of a risk-reward calculation. That's not where you want to be. That's just not, and so I look at this, and the fundamentals here on the stock are really good. Companies growing in every way, earnings, sales, and tax margins or after tax margins. So it's got really good fundamentals. And I'd like to buy the stock. I just can't buy it here. And so I hope this video helps. Because the point is, every stock that you want to buy, you don't get to buy it right when you'd like to. So this is one to watch. And by the way, before you go, just a heads up, I'm sure you probably received an email already. I raised the price on Stock Market Mentor to 150 bucks, actually 147, so it doesn't seem like 150. So I raised it to 150 bucks. The prior rate was 97 bucks. Okay, until September 3rd, you can get in at $97. After that, you're going to have to pay 50% more. That stuff goes away. And so I'm just letting you know that is, if you like what I do and you think maybe my analysis every day is worth 150 bucks a month, then maybe this is a pretty, or if you think it's worth 150 bucks a month, then this is your time to get it for 100 bucks a month. All right? I really want you to give it a try. Okay, I'll see you next time.